Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips, get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I'm so grateful to be having this next guest onto the show. You know, I'm going to get into it in just a second. I'm going to explain why I'm so grateful to have this next guest onto the show. But before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to encourage you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to The Public Affair, please. Okay, you know, like more than half of y'all watch the show, which I'm very grateful for. But you guys are not subscribed. Go subscribe. It takes you 2 seconds. 2 seconds, right? I want to thank Rogue Media Network. Of course, Mike Hamilton is here producing this episode as well. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabanez with Alinea Real Estate. He is the number one sales agent in his office, right? We all know David Santabanez, right? We know David Santabanez. He's one of our boys. We love him. He's the number one sales agent in his office. He's going to help you buy a home or sell your property. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea. Call the number on the screen. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to buy a house, David's going to walk you through every single process step by step. Hello. Se habla español también. David Santabanez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Anika Armstrong, my girl, Armstrong's Bayou Cafe and Bayou's Po' Boys, serving the most authentic Cajun cuisine. What a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more. And po' boys. Oh my goodness, I got put onto a po' boy, Nick. I love po' boys now. They're good. They're like sandwiches. Yeah. They're phenomenal. But
cold, hot.
Oh, cold. I did hot, and it was good. I haven't tried any cold ones yet, but I'm really excited to go to Union Hall at Bayou Po' Boys and try one out. Anika Armstrong, my girl, make sure you guys follow for the best Cajun cuisine. Go for dinner today. It's giving lunch tomorrow. Anika Armstrong, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Manny Guerrero Blue Star RV Services. He's a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, tow houses, and so much more. We're so tired. And I said food trucks too, you guys, because I'm so tired of going to the food trucks. You guys say something's down because it's not working. Call Blue Star RV Services so they can come out there. Him and his team are 100% professional. They're reliable, and they're going to get you taken care of. They deal with the warranty company, so you don't have to do all that. All right, just pay them a small fee. Follow on Facebook. Call the number on the screen. Blue Star RV Services. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Jonathan Garcia with JG's Lawn Service. Contact for all lawn services, including mowing, weed eating, edging, tree trimming, and so much more. He offers competitive pricing and willing to travel absolutely anywhere to get your property looking on point. We don't want any citations from the city. It's giving citations. We don't want that. We just need JG's Lawn Care to come out there and take care of it. Follow on Facebook at JG's Lawn Care. Jonathan Garcia, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, I'm not going to go on without thanking Jesse and Tanya Sotomayor with Chep's Pizza and Burgers. Oh, you guys, I had a Mexican hot dog there on a Saturday. It was $1.99. $1.99. I'm going to be Mexican hot dog up every single Saturday. They're also offering a wide variety of delicious lunch and dinner options, including New York style pizza, burgers, subs, and so much more. Make sure you guys go check them out at 3125 Bellmead Drive and be on the lookout for brunch as well. Chef's Pizza and Burgers. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. All right, guys. So I've been really excited to have this next guest onto The Public Affair, and I was so happy when he reached out to me and said he's finally ready to come onto The Public Affair. We talked about it for years and years, right? Yeah. Oh my God, we met like it had to have been 4 years ago when I started the show, Nick.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, it was that long. I remember you were one of the first ones to call me. You were interested in sponsoring at the time, with your detailing business, and you're still going strong. You're still going hard, and I just I have to say this. I am so excited when everybody comes on the show and takes the time. I just want to say I'm so happy that you're here.
Me too.
I do. I want to tell you. But I know you know. I told you not to be nervous. It's just me, Andrew G. Hello.
I keep looking over there like there's a crowd.
No, there's not. I couldn't imagine how you'd be if there was a crowd. Okay. You know, Nick, I want to tell you, and the reason why I'm so happy that you are here, you know, it's no secret that you went through a pretty hard time in your life a few years ago, which we'll get into shortly. I wonder, you know, I'm sure lots of people had reached out and, you know, want to know what's going on, what's the story, what a lot. Why is now the time to kind of just Speak briefly about it on camera.
I mean, it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Overcoming that, trying to stay insane.
Sure.
Trying to stay, not going crazy. And,
absolutely.
The kids, that's what helped me.
Oh, yeah, for
kids
sure.
helped me, keep that daddy face on. And,
got you.
And then I just, when it happened, I wanted to be able to speak about it.
Right.
I wanted to get to a point where I'll be able to speak about it and hope to help someone else to, open their eyes a little bit.
Sure.
But I mean, 2 years. Thought it was gonna be a little bit longer. But
right.
I was like, let's go.
You know what? And I just want to tell you, Nick, too. I want to applaud your bravery in doing so because I can't imagine what it was like going through that with the shooting. And I just want to say too, just real quick, I tried prepping for this show. I tried to put myself in your shoes and how like daunting or difficult it could be to relive that. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And when it happened, lots of people reach out like to us and like, you got to get the story, I am not News Channel 10. Yeah. I am not News Channel 25. I am not Katie Couric and I'm not Oprah Winfrey. Do you know what I mean? Even though I love the comparisons, you know what I mean?
Right,
but at the same time, Nick, I'm grateful that you are using this platform to tell just even a little bit of your story. And I want you to know, and I want the viewers to know too, Nick is going to share what Nick is comfortable sharing. That's just that's period. I'm not going to put Nick in a position, and we've talked about this off camera. I'm not going to put you in a position where you feel uncomfortable talking about any particular thing.
I said, for the most part, everything's pretty much open.
Sure.
I just, like you said, it's just, you hit me out, reached out to me a while ago, and I've been pushing it back. Never was the type to get in the camera like this. Yeah. So I had the news interviewed me once, but I was so nervous. I had a mask on the whole time.
Oh, okay.
They did it during COVID, and
got you.
That was just like, this is not for me.
I got you.
But
well, I'll tell you what, Nick, we are excited to have you here on the podcast. And I have to say, braids are on point.
Yeah,
I'm digging the braids. Who did the braids?
Carolina. The wife,
Oh, Carolina. Yeah, shout out to Carolina. Yeah. Solid woman you got there. Okay. Can we just get to know you a little bit? So anybody watching the show, they're like, who is Nick Salazar, right? Can we just get to know you a little bit? What was life for you like growing up? I mean, from South Waco, right?
South Waco.
Love it.
Well, I mean, I was not necessarily born in South Waco, raised in South Waco. I went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
My middle school. And then once Grandma always lived in the South, so I guess you could say.
I mean, you're from Waco.
Yeah. Then when I went to university, I went to high school. That's when I really just stayed on this side of town.
Sure.
But coming over from the new school, didn't really know too many other South Waco cats.
Got you.
And then I got into school, and everybody met everybody.
Sure. What was your family dynamic like? Were you guys pretty tight-knit family, or would you say, I know I've interviewed so many people from these sides of towns, you know what I mean? Everybody's family is just different, you know what I mean? And would you say Nick was out there like in the streets bustling, hustling too?
Nah, Mom didn't have to, Mom, she busted. She was hustling. She busted. Sweet. She, put enough for us to have a house. It was my choice when I started leaving the house and doing whatever I wanted to do.
Just teenager stuff.
Yeah, go hang out with the homies. We'll walk to the park, just hang out. But yeah, Mom, she was working, but I mean, I was there by myself. I'm gonna go to the homies or
that's it.
Go to a buddy's house and we'll go hang out. So
right. What is it like for you? Because I mean, you pretty much grew up in this. I mean, I grew up from a whole different city, right? Mm-hmm. And then I moved to here when I was a teenager. And so I wonder what it's like for you in your individual perspective, Nick, growing up with your peers and where you guys are now today. Do you know what I mean? Like you grew up with everybody that is in this city. And, you guys are all in your own individual endeavors and everybody's, hustling their own way. I wonder what your perspective is on that.
I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
To be honest, it just came. So, I mean, I bet that's like with everyone else that it just, whenever they got that time to take off, they took that step. I don't know. I didn't really understand the question.
I'm sorry. I guess my question, no, good answer.
But I try to come with something.
No, you get really, I know they tell me stop using such big ass words, right? My bad.
Yeah, no, that's what I was like.
My best friend is Mauro Maldonado, Coach Mauro Maldonado. He tells me, I don't like the way you talk sometimes. Those big ass words.
It's hard to understand.
I guess, a lot of the people that still live in this town, you all grew up together.
Right.
So I wonder how you feel about your homies or your friends.
Most of mine that I grew up with, I mean, we lost Dominique in 2012.
Okay.
He got he got shot.
Mm-hmm.
Once we lost him, we kind of, went the wrong way.
Okay.
Started, not doing what we should have been doing at
Sure.
the age of 18 in high school. So,
Okay.
and then my other homies, they're still around. One was actually with me when we got shot.
Mm-hmm.
He was with me right there. He got shot 5 times.
Oh wow. Okay.
But he's out. He's around, and
that's what's up. Can we just break the ice and talk a little bit about what happened? Maybe not exactly what happened, but that was a pretty pivotal moment in your life that kind of like changed course.
Yeah.
Right?
So what happened was like I had a car show we went to. We went to the car show. We had all the family, friends, sisters. We went to the car show. I was, started drinking early. It's a car show, family.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're out there all day. About 6, 7 o'clock. My brother wants to have a get together. He turned 21. So,
sweet.
So I went. Everybody split up. I went to the meat market and got him some food, and so I started cooking for him. We're at nighttime. We're all hanging out for his 21st birthday.
Right.
I didn't put the car up, which I felt like I should have.
Okay.
But I did it, and I took it out to the house, and so I had my car with me, and so we went. We ran out of food. My homies pulled up.
Okay.
I got like about 5 of them pulled up that I knew from middle school. They pulled up
Totally.
and then they were, I don't know, they had went out that night. I didn't. I was at home with my brother cooking.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really doing too much, but they came by afterwards because they seen that I was cooking.
Right.
Well, there was nothing left, unfortunately. So we were like, I decided like, well, let's go to the taco stand. Let's go get some food. So I had a homie, Chris Riggins. Chris Riggins.
I love Chris Riggins. He was on the show.
He had his Impala as well.
Yes.
So we were, he has it all decked out where he got the red underglow, and mine's is nice as well, but not glowing like his was. So we were like, let's take the cars out. So we took the cars out, and man, we get there, and as soon as I get there, I see somebody get in an altercation with one of my buddies that was with us at the house.
Okay.
And so once I seen that, I didn't really react. I just, did what I would have done to anyone that I would have knew. If anyone that I would have seen or met, I would have done the same thing all day, over and over again.
Well, somebody was messing with your friend.
Yeah, they were arguing. Yeah, they were arguing back and forth, and they were like 5 of them, 6 of them. I guess it was just my partner. He was just by himself,
right?
Because we were still on the way. They didn't know we didn't. We were still on the way.
Sure.
And I pulled in the wrong entrance because I had the car trying to, just show off the car.
Of course,
because everybody was there.
The car show guys, yeah.
There was about 100 people at that taco stand that night, and so I took the car there, and I didn't. I reacted. I threw it in park, and my buddy that was with me, he's the one that actually moved it.
Right.
And so when we got into this altercation with these guys, it kind of like died down. Everybody started. Somebody started pulling out a gun. We didn't have no guns. I had my gun, but it was in the car.
Right.
I went there for nothing like that.
Sure.
I always keep mine. Say, we got into it with them, and it ended up dying down. They started waving the guns around. So I'm trying to calm my partner down. Like, all right, it's cool. Let's just go.
Let's go. Right.
Well, little did we know, we thought they left. Little did we know, and the next thing I know, I feel something in my leg.
Okay.
And then that's when it feels like a movie, like they describe it in a movie. It feels like it burns.
Okay.
And I felt that. I looked down. I didn't see nothing, but then when I looked up, he was hanging out the sunroof, and then he got me in my stomach.
Oh, okay.
And then when he shot me in my stomach, I turned around to try to run. And then when he shot me in my side, my back shoulder, and a bullet came across, cut my C6 spinal.
Right.
Broke my spinal cord, it didn't break my spinal cord, but it grazed it.
Sure.
And that was it. I thought when it hit, I just locked up and froze. I thought it hit me in my head.
Right.
I didn't know what happened.
And then just to give context, so I like what you said earlier when you said I would have done what I would have handled it how I would have handled it if it was any of my friends. Like any of us. I don't care what we say. When it's somebody
even
that we
if
love,
it was you, I met you today. That's just that's the type of guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I think that we all say that, whether it be for your kids, your best friends. Like I'll get in my first fight behind my best friends. Yeah. Like it's what's up. You know what I mean? It's not. And so for you guys though, and especially because like this is just how we grow. We're relatively the same age. We weren't bringing guns. You know what I mean? It was
we fought all high school. Like it wasn't nothing to brag about. It's nothing to brag about.
Well, not at all. But you guys.
That's all we
did. You
did.
even said, and I like what you said, it was dying down. It was done and it was over with.
Yeah.
So when this happens to you, Nick, and that happened, obviously you probably black out. Or
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Man, it was like a movie, man. I just sat there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to like, you know how movies you see the soul come out and you look at the top view.
Oh.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I was waiting to view the top view, you know, looking down. But I just remember staying up, and then I remember I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk.
Okay.
I started spitting out blood. I fell face first.
Right.
When I fell face first, I cut my head. And then about like 3 minutes, I started spitting out blood. While I'm trying to yell. This is everybody's leaving. So I'm looking at the ground and hearing tires running right by my head. That was what scared me because like not too long ago before that, homie got shot and ran over and they killed him.
Oh, goodness.
A couple of weeks before that happened. So I was fresh in my head that someone was going to run me over and that's what was going to end it. So I sat there and then I'm trying to breathe and whatnot. And then somebody came and she heard me. She flipped me, man. And I think they gave me like another 2-3 minutes because like I was already spitting out and blood from my nose and mouth. And then whenever she flipped me, like I said, it gave me a couple more minutes. And I seen the ambulance and I was kind of like rested, like break time. Like
so you at that point just kind of
where they got backed off. Like they going if I pass out, they can wake me up.
Okay, got you.
If I don't, you know, I held what I needed to hold. Now they know they can handle it from here. And that's when they put me in, and I heard that he's paralyzed from the waist down or from the neck down.
Oh, they determined it right then and there.
Yeah, they told me right then and there. Oh my goodness. Like, he ain't moving. So they finally got me in there, and I just remember going to the emergency room and still seeing the lights, the hospital lights.
Right.
And then the doctors come in there, and you know this is my mom. Everybody's still in the front of the emergency room. Like this is the doctors. He didn't know. You know, he just came and I guess diagnosed it, and then and then that's when they came and told the family.
Right.
But yeah, it was.
You know, and thank God, Nick, that you didn't die from it. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, looking now that you know, but at first, man, it was scary because it was like neck down. You know, and I was like, man. You know, nobody wants to think like that, you know, but neck down, it's like, man, what kind of life can you really have?
Okay, and I wanted to ask you that, Nick, and I hope I can ask you, and thank you so much for sharing what you're sharing, because I'm trying not to get emotional for you. But you think that, right? And they tell you this, and you are, again, I met you before the shooting. You were, you had your own business. Yeah. You're a fan. You were a dad. You know what I mean? And so I wonder what your mental state was when all this news is getting.
I was always just strong, you know, strong-minded, and then once that hurt, well, really, it didn't really hit me until like I got out the hospital and the doctor. I went like for a 6-month checkup. And that's when he was like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna walk." And I was like, "All right, let's go."
And
so I was like, well,
do you think growing up in the circumstances that you did gave you that tough warrior, for lack of a better term, mindset,
man,
like that strong mindset?
I've been preparing for that moment my whole life.
Really?
And I still wasn't prepared. So that's like, you never be prepared. You know, when something happens, it happens. Yeah, you know, having a stronger mindset definitely helped because I met some people when I went to a therapy and man, they didn't have no life in them. Like everybody was just like, man, can you go talk to him and see maybe you can help him out?
Sure.
I'm like, man, I have my motive, you know, my kids, my drive, you know. So if they can't find what they can't, you know, find, then it's gonna be tough,
right?
But yeah,
when you it's been 2 years. So when you think back at what happened in that, night, right? Do you I wonder, do you ever wonder what you would say to the person that did it to you?
Yeah, why you didn't shoot me in my face when we were in each other's face? But I mean, you know, I just thankful he did it. You know, thankful he did it because I wouldn't have been here. But
I guess
that was it. That was my thing. Is like, man, you didn't have to shoot me on the way out. You know, it was already done with. We were over with. It was it already escalated, but he had to put them pants on and show everybody what he was about, I guess. And he didn't earn his stripes.
Which is such a cop-out.
Yeah.
It truly is. I'd
have respected it more if he would have shot us right when we were all in each other's face.
But I guess it gets me too, though, Nick, because you even said, like, look at the altercation. Now everybody's done.
Yeah.
We're it's over. Yeah. We're here to order food. We want to go back. We were riding in our cars. And then this happens. Yeah. And it's not like you were anticipating that either.
Nah, definitely not.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. But, I mean.
And the people around you, I wonder.
It just happened so quick. Like, Demo was with me.
Yeah.
Now I was trying to calm him down. And I mean, like he shot me first, and then I fell, and then he shot Demo.
Okay.
And he fell. Man, that's my partner, man. He told me when all this happened, he was like, man, I ain't want to let you die alone. Like he ran, he like scooted to me, saying he kind of leaned on me the whole time while we was waiting on the ambulance. And I respect that, and for him to say that was like, shit almost got real, but he was right there. He didn't leave me by myself.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was definitely.
And your friend Demo, he was shot too.
Yeah, correct. He was shot 5 times in the back, and all came out of the stomach.
Yeah,
he had to have a surgery, emergency surgery, right then and there. But
how's he?
He's good, man.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He had another little girl. Mm-hmm. She's about 1.5 years now, so he's living. He's working.
Yeah,
he's doing his thing.
It's almost like a weird question to ask, but you kind of see who's real in your life when you're going through these real situations, for that matter. And when we talk about real situations, we're talking about like being broke and stuff like that. Nobody's ever thinking about getting shot, right? Yeah. With your friend.
Right.
And so do you think almost in a nuanced kind of way, and it's a little bit weird to ask, do you think it strengthened your relationship with your friend, where you guys are in a moment where you could possibly have died, and you was just that, it made me emotional when you said that he scooted up to me and was gonna die.
I mean, when he told me that, I was like, and he's not a firm believer into like,
oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
He's not a firm believer into like, I guess a religion. He's not a religion guy. And he told me that night, he was like, man, I did something, told me to get by you. And something told me to be with you, and I was like, man, that's crazy. Something told you, because he don't believe in that.
Oh, sure.
I say that, but he once I heard that, I was like, yeah, man, that's for life. For life. No,
you made me cry, Nick. You bitch.
Okay. Nah, man.
Okay.
That's all right. I've done it plenty of times.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
Does it make you look at life different now? Like, there's no excuses for anything, because you're still hustling, busting. You're still doing your thing, Nick.
Man, I don't. Everybody has their own problems.
Okay.
So to sit here and compare my life to someone else's life while they can't get up and go to work, it's that's on them.
Sure.
I couldn't be that story that I didn't make nothing happen.
Okay.
I got too many kids to especially try to even depend on the government to try to pay it.
Sure.
That's not definitely gonna work.
Yeah.
So I had to keep going. I forget.
And just real quick before we take our break, because now it's giving break, because I'm trying not to cry, Nick. You know what? It's unfortunate that you had to go through this and then not find out who your real friends are, or whatever the case. But I like that in that moment, you know that your friend Demo is like, that's my dog. You know what I mean? Like in life and death, he's there. Like that made me choke up. You know what I mean? I guess the aftermath, right? So you're in the hospital and they're telling you all these things or whatever. What's going through your mind in the hospital? You got your family there with you. You know what I mean?
I was like out. I guess they put me in I don't know, put me to sleep.
Okay.
Because my head was swelled up.
Oh, sure.
I didn't wake up for about like 2-3 days. And then once I finally woke up, I remember having bad dreams.
Were you in denial almost, or like?
Nah, I knew it happened.
You knew what happened. Okay.
I knew what happened. I knew I was moving. I knew it was at that time. I knew it was real. There was no movie. It wasn't something you read about. It's actually happened to me. Mm-hmm. And like I said, for a minute, I didn't know what to think. It was neck down, and I'm just laying there like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be here late.
Right.
What can I possibly give my kids in that situation? All I can give them is being a barter. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna have to take care of me the rest of their life.
Right.
So that was, once I started moving my arms, I kind of got a little hope. I was like, man, people live in wheelchairs.
Okay.
I was like, people can do that. I said, if they can do it, just give me a little time, I'll figure it out.
What can you sound like you jumped right into like a positive mindset about like, I'm still gonna keep doing life. Like nothing's gonna stop me. Nah. What contributed to that for you, Nick? Like, what made you that way, would you say?
I mean, just my life, I've never given up. I mean, I've been in plenty of holes that I've had to dig myself out, so one more won't hurt. My business started from a trailer, and $5,000 I started off. So once I seen that I could, create something that I had no clue about, my family don't know own a business, so I had to teach myself. I didn't get to graduate, so I didn't know anything about this technology. So I had, once I figured it out, that's when I was like, man, if I can do this, man, I can do anything.
You're a go-getter. Nobody can tell you shit.
Man,
That's it. You're a go-getter.
I can try, but yeah,
No.
I gotta think about it. But
Nick, look at it. I thank you so much for sharing that. I thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, I definitely want to learn more about your bounce back. I definitely want to learn about your recovery, your road to recovery. And you're still working. You're still doing your detailing. You're still doing so much. I want to learn so much more about you, Nick. And when we get back, you guys, we're going to have more with my very special guest, Nick Salazar. So make sure you guys stay tuned here on The Public Affair. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very special guest, Mr. Nick Salazar, is in the building. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity. I just got to give a shout out just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by Julian and Ana Banda with Banda's hauling service. They rent dump trailers, right? You fill it up, they're going to take it all away. They also do junk removals. They do tree brush removals. They haul cars in and out of town. If the car breaks down, you need a tow truck, they got you as well. All that unwanted junk in your backyard, tell them to come pick it up, all right? Pick it up. And they also offer roll-off dumpster services as well. We be knowing y'all be having them quinceañeras. It'd be nothing but beer cans on the floor. Rent a dumpster, please. And he'll come pick it up the next day, all right? Book now at the number on the screen button. That's hauling service. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Jeffrey Montreal with Pollo Box and Audio, home for all your LED needs and auto accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also builds custom subwoofer enclosures. He just gave me the base.
I need him to get my car done. I've just been procrastinating.
Call Jeffrey Montreal with the number on the screen, okay? Nick Salazar. And let me tell you something. He put bass in my car, and I'm all up and through South Waco with my bass. Okay, yes, I love my bass so much. Nick said that my Ariana Grande with the bass, it passes.
It'll work.
It'll work. Yes, he did. He said that, all right? You make sure you guys hit up about Pollo Box and Audio for all your tinting, all your audio, all your car mods. Jeffrey Montreal, thank you so much for all you do for me on the show. Of course, to Osier Penguin Benitez with Funtown RV, the best in RV says, right? Penguin works overtime to make sure you and your family are situated and happy, and an RV best suited for you. You want to go camping in style. It's not giving tents. It's giving toy haulers. It's giving travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and so much more. Y se habla español también. We got to get Penguin on the show. We do.
I told him that I need him to find me one for my wheelchair.
Oh yes. Excuse me, Penguin's got you, okay? I'll explain why Penguin's got you after the show, okay? But make sure you guys follow Penguin's cool RV deals and tips on Facebook. Se habla español. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my girl, Myra Rosales with Strike a Post Photography, a digital photo booth business perfect for private events, parties, corporate events, and so much more, you guys. It's fun. It's convenient. It's easy. Why are you going to have a whole party and not take pictures? Call my girl, Myra Rosales. She's going to get you situated, all right? And if you guys need graduation photos, you guys need family photos, you guys need personal photos, my girl has got you as well. Call now to number on the screen. Se habla español. Thank you so much for sponsoring. Of course, to Jesus Sanchez with Brothers Roofing and Remodeling from Mart, Texas. Now, he's a small construction business. He specializes in general roofing needs and so much more. He'll protect your home from all the crazy elements. It's giving storms. Why so many storms, right? There's so many storms. There's hail, all this stuff, the roofs, they're all breaking down everything. And if you guys need any remodeling, Jesus got you. Him and his team are 100% reliable, and their work is true and just. Jesus, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, we are back with my very special Nick. I'm just so grateful that you're here. I truly am. And I was telling you off camera when we were on our break that one part where you told me where your friend, I was really trying not to break down on camera, okay? Because you already said that you're nervous, and I'm trying to be stoic. You know what I mean? So, it's something that you mentioned too, and I want to make sure we get it on the show. I know that you reiterated it, and then we'll move on. You were saying Demo is his name, right?
Yep.
That he was not really religious, not really into all that or whatever. And can you share?
Yeah, he came and told me when I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
He came and scooted over, and with his walker, and told me we were gonna be all right. So he said something told him. So for me to see that he's a non-believer, believe into it, was a big deal. That's a big deal.
I got you. Well, you know what, Nick? And again, I don't want to harp on it because I can't imagine what it's like having to relive that for you. Do you know what I mean? Do you look back on it more than you want to, or are you able to just kind of move forward?
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. There ain't nothing behind us. There ain't nothing behind us.
I love that. Oh my goodness, I love it.
We gotta go.
Go. So when it comes to gun violence, right? I know that's like a really sensitive subject. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are for guns, a lot of people are against guns.
I'm all for guns.
Oh, same. Okay,
I'm all for guns.
So this didn't change your
No, heck no.
Gotcha.
Gun safety. Gun safety. The wrong people with the guns is our problem.
Is the problem. Okay.
Guns. I mean, I teach my kids to carry a gun or to show them how to shoot. I'm all about my guns.
Okay, gotcha.
I hunted. That was outdoorsman hunted with dogs.
Yeah.
I'm all for guns.
I got you. Do you think that people made you feel obligated to be an advocate? And when I say advocate, Nick, you have to like talk about gun violence now because you went through this. You know, like did people make you try to do that?
I mean, I'll talk about gun violence again, like I said, but I'm stand on that. It's not the gun violence; it's the gun safety.
It's the gun safety.
It's where our problem. I feel like going through what I went through, it's not the gun, violence. It's the gun safety. You know, it's who's the wrong, who has the gun. You know, you have to have some sense to have a gun.
Sure, and you said that earlier. You said the wrong person can't have a gun.
Right.
What is the wrong person, Nick?
I mean, someone is just, that don't respect it.
Okay,
if you don't respect that gun, then
like they're careless.
Yeah, I mean, because it could happen. I had a homegirl, Whitney. Yeah. Whitney Longoria. She died in middle school, 7th grade. She got shot. Her boyfriend was playing with a gun.
Yeah,
shot her. So that right there told me that guns are really, really. You gotta have in the right hands.
I got you. Do you think that people were trying to get you to veer away from like you should be against guns now because like look what happened? You know what I mean?
Nah. I mean, if they did, it'd be all right. They can.
They can say whatever they want.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna raise my kids with the gun.
Sure.
I mean, I still carry my gun. I mean, there's nothing. It's just you got to protect yourself. And, at that time, it was nothing that really could have happened. I mean, it just it happened so quick.
Right.
And
I like that. You seem like a guy who stands firm on his beliefs. You know what I mean? And you seem like a guy who like really stands 10 toes down for what he believes in. I respect that. Yeah. Your bounce back. I admire your bounce back so much. I do. And when I say you're back, like you just got right back to work. Yeah, like you said earlier in the show, is like I have to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get back into just like I shouldn't say normalcy, right? Because this changes your life,
right?
And so when I say normalcy, not normalcy, I'm not going to say that. Getting back to work, going back to being a dad, stuff like that.
Well, going back to being a dad, it had to happen the next day.
Oh, okay.
That had to switch. Put that when the kids leave, then I can cry and do what I need to do. But when the kids are there, you got to flip that switch back on.
Mm-hmm.
Work wise, I mean, it took me. I mean, I kept my phone on. I always kept my phone on. I never cut it off. Reason why is because it takes one phone call to change your life. It takes that one business phone call to put you in a position that you'll never be put in. So that was my main reason why I didn't want to cut off my phone and give up. The wife came and she came and helped me.
Mm-hmm.
She was with her father, but I didn't want no family drama and me taking her from him.
Okay.
He's a small detailing business as well.
Oh, sure.
But I just didn't want to, take her because he needed her. But when she finally decided to come help, it was game over.
It was game over. Okay.
Yeah, I mean game over because she already knew how to detail. She had that under her belt.
Oh, so the wife is detailing.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's not playing no games.
Nah,
I knew I liked her. Yeah.
And then we taught her how to buff and we taught her how to do the ceramics, which is that's where I want to focus on. Coming back out. Is going to be focusing on these ceramic coatings.
Sure.
I taught her that. We almost got a guy from Fort Worth to come show her, but she picked up on it real good. And, I mean, we've just been going day by day.
She's not playing no games.
Nah, man, she wants to learn, and that's the thing about detailing. And that's where I had a problem with is I couldn't find nobody that wanted to learn the detail and want to actually, do it right.
Sure.
I had a couple people, but they were there for get paid. And,
it just didn't work out. Yeah, I got you.
I had my, I didn't want to lose my name for good
Can
quality.
I ask you this? Because, I'm super sweet, right? Do you think that the situation that you went through helped strengthen your relationship with your wife?
Yeah.
Do you think she felt like maybe she had to do more? And then, you seem like the type of person, like, you don't got to do nothing. Like, we got this. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah. From day one, I told her, so you leave now or you stay or whatever you do. I was like, but don't do it whenever, in the long run. You do it right now.
Okay.
And she accepted the role.
Oh, wow.
She's been handling it. I mean, what do you expect? This is a life-changing situation.
Sure.
She was pregnant with my 2-year-old.
Okay.
When I got shot.
Right.
My son left the hospital 7 days before I left the hospital.
Oh.
So she was dealing with being pregnant. And on top of that, before that, we just had the 3-year-old.
Yeah.
So she had
just the
back door. Yeah, we had the 2 kids.
Sure.
And then everything happened with that. It was just a lot. And then trying to figure out how to work. But how are we going to work when we got a newborn at home?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't watch them. So that was the biggest issue was
right
when she finally came back to work. It was like I said, game on.
Okay. That just can I kudos to her? Can I just hats off to her?
I tried
please?
to bring her in here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, hats off to her. That takes a solid person, especially like considering the circumstances of your life now and you know what you're going through, and it takes a solid person to really stand by. I my hats off to her and your friend Demo.
Yeah, without her and my mom, I mean, that's my biggest support system.
Oh yeah,
without her and my mom, I mean, I don't know where I would have been. To be honest. Mom did so much. She stopped working to take care of me. You know?
Oh wow!
I never asked for that. I
sure
throw me in a home or we'll figure out something. But she did, and it you know, and that made me want to get more independent for myself.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't want the responsibility. She's getting 50. You know, she getting old. I don't want to have to make her carry me or transfer me, whatever. So I got to the point where I can almost basically take care of myself. Gotcha. She can go to work, you know, she goes to work, I go to the shop. I'm, you know,
sure.
I'm hanging around there. So it's working out. Slowly, but it's working out.
I can't tell you how much I applaud just like your tenacity and just like how much strength and willingness you got to just move forward. I think it's so commendable. You know, speaking on that with your road to recovery, I mean, are you permanently parallel or like how does that work? I
mean, they, when it happened, he was like, "We can do a surgery, and then if we mess up on the surgery, it's going to put you in a 99% chance of never walking again."
Really?
So I told him, "Put that needle down. You ain't cutting me open."
Sure.
I like this goes back to my faith. You know, I was like, man, I put my trust in God before I'm putting my trust in this doctor. So that's why they let him cut me open and try to, you know, do it whatever they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I just didn't have the faith in it and the strength to do that. I was just like, nah, I'm going to take my chances with God and let's see where he
so there's takes us. There's a chance you can walk again.
I mean, there's always a chance. You know, you ain't never going to catch me saying no.
No,
But, you know, pretty much like, you know, I accepted it. You know, I took it, you know, once I accepted it, it helped me a lot more.
Right.
But nah, I mean, they say no, but they're not the ones to say it. They're not the last call. Yeah. They're not the last ones to, you know, they don't have that power. But, I mean, that's where I'm at on that. Doctors say no, but, you know, then, you know, we see miracles happen all the time. Miracles happen, and I just wait on my turn. Until then, I got to go with the flow.
I got you.
Got to go with the flow.
Oh gosh, bro, that's commendable for you, man, and kudos to you. Okay, so we got the detailing business going on, right? Now, are you still involved in car shows, or?
I haven't been able to sponsor, of course, because the funding's been lacking. But we still want to go to. We still go to car shows when we can. I still got my lowrider. I post it for sale every week, but I still got it. I can't get rid of it.
No, don't get rid of your lowrider.
Nah, my little kids, man. That brought us all together before I got hurt. You know, that's what brought my kids to, you know, and they loved it. They loved
That's the thing. Yeah. I want to see the lowrider, actually. I'm going to come visit. I want to see it. Okay. And we're going to have backyard barbecue.
I tried to invite you to some car shows, but you always flaked on me. So.
I did not. I came to that one car show, don't you
And
dare.
I even invited you to my benefit. And then
Nick, did I? Hold on, wait a second. There was a benefit that I donated to.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Yes, I did. And then I came to one of your, it was
Harmony. I think it was at Harmony.
It was somewhere on Franklin. It was post-shooting.
Oh yes, well, that was actually for my sister-in-law.
Oh, that was for your sister-in-law.
Yeah,
okay.
but still,
I pulled up. Nick, don't be trying to do me on my show. Okay, we can get South Waco here real quick. All right, I'm cultured.
All right, my bad.
Don't you dare. Okay,
I stay over here.
Now, did I go to all car shows? No. And you did invite. Oh, okay. Wait, I will give you this. You did invite me somewhere because you want to talk about coming on the show. It was just some weeks ago. It was, and I did not.
I think it was Easter's car show.
It was my bad. Okay, you can have that one, Nick. All right, don't play with me.
I was a little interested, so I was like, man, let me go ahead and invite him, and maybe we can get some.
I wanted to come because I even was excited. I was like, oh, Nick wants to meet me. I'm so excited. I'm going to go talk to Nick, and then something did happen. And it was okay. So my bad, Nick.
Nah, you good, man.
Okay. I thought we were just going to have to throw it out. My bad.
I just had to spice it up a little bit.
No, it's cool.
Spice it up
because people invite me to places all the time now, and it's like I live off a freaking calendar, and it's like annoying. You know what I mean? No, but I'll give you that. My bad, bro. I didn't show.
There's another one September 1st. I don't really know too much about it. But
sure.
I know it's going to be at the Extraco event. It's going to be I want to say Summer Bash.
Oh.
Summer Bash is coming back. And
What's his name still involved in that?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
No, Jay Perez. No, okay.
I don't want to lie.
Don't
Never
lie.
met anyone over there yet.
Got you.
Hopefully, willing to this year. Meet some cats. I'm gonna take my car out there for sure.
Nick, don't play with me just for that. I'm gonna fucking pull up.
Yeah, and it's an indoor. And it's an indoor, so that's gonna be better.
No, I'm gonna pull up and put it on YouTube and be like, "Look, guys, I'm at Nick's event.
Yeah,
Hello."
Yeah. No, it's not
not
my
your
event.
event.
Not my event. But
do you want to get back into putting on events or?
Yeah,
I mean, we seem really passionate about it.
We got something coming.
Yes.
Probably next year, we're looking to do like a disability car show.
Oh, bet. Okay.
There's a track chair that I want to get. It's for like outdoors. Like I said, I was an outdoors guy.
Yeah.
Hunted, fishing, did all that. Not so much fishing.
Yeah.
Hunted. Get back out there with catch some pigs. They're a track chair. So we thought about getting a company from who makes it come down and present to us, make a little track and demonstrate. And I'm sure that we can sell a couple of those chairs for them.
Gotcha.
Also do a benefit for everybody that's in the chair. Not even in the chair, just someone, for just, anyone that's going through something, we're gonna have that event.
Okay.
I haven't really spoke on it yet. So I might have to edit that out.
Well, that's okay. We'll just leave it there. How about that? Okay, just teaser. Okay, something may or may not be coming.
I definitely want to. Chris been trying to get with me to do one for the longest. And I feel bad that I haven't been able to get with him.
Right.
Even with Adam with Waker Riders, they've also been trying to help out.
Oh yeah.
I just, man. At first, everyone helped and everyone, donated, which was incredible.
Right.
But man, I'm not that guy. And to do another show, it's not. I want to put my own money into it. I don't want to do it. I mean, it's not a charity. I don't want to do a charity no more. I want to be able to help.
You just want to.
I want to raise money to help others. I'm good at where I'm at. If I can help someone else, that's what the show would be, to help someone else get some equipment.
Gotcha.
Or go in that route. But yeah, I definitely need to get with them cats and we should get something going. I may just do like a little. Like a car wash and a cruise probably in the next couple of weeks.
That's what's up. Yeah.
We could do something like that.
So it's fair to say that this shooting and this event that took place in your life, it didn't stop you from doing anything. You do things.
Nah, it didn't. Yeah. I mean, it stopped me from doing. Slowed me down is the word.
It slowed you down.
Yeah, slowed me down is the word. Because learning this injury. Yeah. It just takes time. Everything's took a time. Everything's played out, man. Looking at from a year ago where I was, looking at 2 years ago where I was. I want to say I came so far, but I have. I don't want to gloat too much about that. But
I think it's admirable, Nick. You don't have to gloat about it, but I think that you can be a really good inspiration for people that are going through a handicap. Is that fair to say? Yeah. That are going through a handicap right now that feel purposeless. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like where I could help is loosen them up.
Yeah, yes.
Come to this world and actually enjoy the world because there's still a world out there for us with disabilities. It's a little different, but I mean, there's still concerts, there's still car shows, and everything is just a little bit different. Just a little bit different.
If you can say something to somebody watching this episode right now, that is feeling like a little bit like, okay, I watched Nick on this show because I want to find that sense of inspiration. If you could tell somebody something that's going through something similar like you are, maybe they're wheelchair bound, maybe they are dealing with a handicap or depression, anything.
Depression. That was the hardest one. I mean, call me. I'm open to talk, behind closed doors, of course.
Okay.
So when I went to the rehab in Dallas, they, everybody's saying that I had this great mindset. And I'm just like, man, I would do anything. I would do what any father would do for their kids. You know, you don't want to leave the kids in that position. They had nothing to do with it. But they're going to know that dad didn't stop and dad kept trying. So, I mean, they wanted me to talk to people. I was like, man, if you don't find your purpose and then, then it's going to be a hard battle because it gets dark. It gets dark, especially I get claustrophobic, especially at nighttime and I can't move and I know I can't move. It gets mental. That's where it gets mental.
Gotcha. So how do you deal with that? Do you rely on maybe your wife or is it just Nick and that strong personality? Do you end up finding it somehow?
Yeah, I just got to go with it. Just figure out what helps at that time.
Yeah.
Watching, doing something, trying to move around, just trying to get in a better position.
I got you, bro.
It's just, at that time, you know,
Yeah.
the long game. I mean, it's like I said, it's a mind game.
It is. Yeah.
It's mind over matter.
My friend tells me that all the time. He's like, Andrew, you're too into your head. I'm like,
man. You tell yourself, if you tell yourself to quit, you're gonna quit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, tell yourself to go. Like I had to tell myself to go.
That's it.
So I mean, I have to go. I have no choice.
I love it, Nick. You know what's next for you, bro? I mean, I know you were mentioning that you want to get somewhat back into the car scene. I mean, you're still doing your detailing, right? How can we hit you up if we need a detail? Can you
come by the shop, Magic Tent? Come by there and ask for the fat guy. I mean, we'll be there. ask for me. You know, we'll get you scheduled with an appointment and we'll get it taken care of. You know, it sucks that we're not pushing out daily like multiple cars.
Sure.
Just because of lack of help. But I mean, I'm all right. A car a day is okay with me because last year we didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I didn't make $1 last year. And to live like that taught me a lot. Taught me a lot. So I'll take what I can get and we'll move forward. And then, like you said, just day by day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nick, is there anything else that you want to share with us before we go? And I think considering how nervous you said you were before you came
I loosened up now.
You did.
Yeah,
you did. I just really want to thank you, for sharing what you shared about that night.
Yeah.
I never wanted. I hope you didn't feel. Thank you for feeling comfortable. For sharing that with us. What else can you leave us with, bro?
Come by, get your tent, come get your detail. I mean, we'll take care of you. Probably not going to be the cheapest around town, but
please.
We're going to do our best to give you the best.
You want
quality.
A good job, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do our best, and we'll make sure that.
So we can see you for tinting, detailing.
Yeah, well, Margo and them do at the Magic Tent. They do the tinting.
Okay.
I do the detailing, but we're like family, man. We're like a family. They looked out for me so much.
If we need a detail, how do we reach out to you?
254-400-0083. Or you can go on Facebook or Google. You can Google us, of course. So, I appreciate it for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I'm grateful that you came on. Yeah. Truly, I am. So thank you so much, Nick, for coming on to the Public Affair. I hope that this will inspire you to talk a little bit more publicly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes.
I got one more podcast and Pastor G asked me to do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. But I told him that I had to do yours first. So now we're going to go on to that and we'll see what his is about next.
Yes. Well, thank you, Nick. I truly appreciate it, bro. Thank you. And of course, everybody that watched this episode, thank you guys again to Nick Salazar. Big ups to you. Big ups to your family. Big ups to just your mindset. I want to emulate that. I definitely want to be like you and be strong-minded. So, yes. Most definitely. You were inspiration. To everybody that tuned in this episode of The Public Affair, thank you guys again so much. Now, before we go, Nick, I just have to give a shout out just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by Jeff Davis, the Texas car plug at University Mazda Kia. Hit him up to get the best deals on a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. Listen, if you got bad credit, if you don't got no credit, don't worry about it. He works effortlessly and hard to make sure you're rolling off the lot with something beautiful, and that's why I called him on the screen. Meet with him ASAP. He's going to get you the best deal on a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. To Jeff Davis, thank you so much for what you did for me and what you do for me on The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Of course, the Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training and elite skills training to make your kids superb star athletes. And of course, you can book private sessions with professionals like George DeLeon. They also have occasional open play on Mondays and Wednesdays. And Soko Kids is the ideal daycare for your children as well. Make sure you guys follow on Facebook at Soko Soccer Academy and at Soko Kids. And of course, big shout out to Coach Amaro Maldonado and all the other coaches. And of course, the teams, the kids, the Soko Soccer teams. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much for letting me be a sponsor of that. Truly appreciate it. Of course, to my boy Sid Rodriguez at Elite Barbershop, located on Hewitt Drive. You call them on screen book or download the Squire app. Listen, Sid, bro, he's my barber. He's been my barber about 5 years. All right. He's made sure I'm looking scrumptious on every single episode of The Public Affair. He's truly come such a long way with Elite Barbershop. So proud of him. He also has Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, Isai Reyes, Sam Ceballos, and Kyle Berry, making you look as snatched as I have for more than 200 and, oh my God, what is this? 209 episodes? I forgot. 210. I lost count. Episodes of The Public Affair. Thank you so much for what you do for me. Of course, Junior Banda, Fat Boy Michelada Botana, who provides the best Michelada Botana plates for yourself for a party, offering the best aguachile, ceviche, chamoy candy, hot Cheeto pickle plates, and so much more. Book now for an event. Call the number on the screen to place your order. If you ask nicely, he'll come deliver it to you. And remember, get the best and not the rest at Fat Boy Michelada Botana. Thank you so much for all you do for me in The Public Affair, bro. I truly appreciate it. Of course, to my girl Ana Limones with Hummingbird Party Backdrops and the core call for all parties, including beautiful balloon props, giving you extra flair to your party or event with a number of wooden backdrops and so much more. If you guys need party decorations, he has custom wooden backdrops as well. Balloon arches are in. If you guys need to make sure everybody knows that you're having a party, hit up my girl Ana Limones, se habla español también. again, thank you so much for all you do for me on the show, girl. Of course, to all of you guys, thank you again so much. I've got more of the public affair on the way. I promise I'm coming back. Okay, Nick, you're the GOAT, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
No, thank you for coming on. I truly appreciate, and I thank you for letting this be the first platform to tell your story. I'm honored, and we're gonna catch you on Pastor G's show next. Okay? Right. But don't forget, guys, to always keep it between us. What's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting I fucked it up. See, I fuck up, Nick. I fuck up too.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I fuck up.
But you can restart and
yeah, we're good. Yeah. But we're not gonna fuck up. That was just me. Okay. Yeah.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.